good.
Well done. That was really good, wasn't it?
BARC spoke to us earlier this year about a quite an exciting project. They'd been running their own podcast, BARC'ing Mad, and on the podcast had drivers, team owners, everyone involved in the sport. And one of the questions they'd asked everyone was, if you could pick any corner from a racetrack, which one would it be? And then we started to build this picture of what the possibility could be to integrate all of these corners into a dream track. And that's when Driven became involved and started working in partnership with BARC to create the dream track.
Coming down the hill is mega, isn't it? When you get BARC is the British Automobile Racing Club.
What we wanted for the podcast was we wanted to make it interactive. Yes, we've asked the guests, we wanted them to get involved, we want them to see it, we want them to love it, but we wanted people to comment and say, well, my favourite corner at a circuit is this, and just get them to think and engage with us.
And also, the guests that we've had, they know about motor racing. They know what they're talking about. So if it's a driver or if it's somebody that's been involved with a Formula One team or a journalist, the people that we were asking know their blooming stuff.
They give you information why. They don't just say, oh, my favourite corner is X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But they tell you why, and they dig deep, and they tell you what gears you've got to go in, the approaching speeds, and everything like that. And it's all been taken into consideration with this track as well, isn't it? It's fascinating.
It's brilliant. But to have something that has morphed into something you can drive.
Like you get those outlines on Wikipedia.
That's it.
So that's what I was expecting.
That's what I was expecting.
But it's a lot better than that.
There you go.
BARC came to us with their list of corners, and we were tasked with taking these individual corners and trying to merge them into one complete lap. So we started off by tracing these corners from satellite imagery to begin with, and literally printing them out, cutting them out, and then arranging piece by piece how the corners could go together. One of the considerations during the design was getting the approach speeds to be accurate and true to life as the real counterparts. So then after we did the 2D, we took it into CAD and then added runoff areas and barriers. And for each of those, we did it to what is actually on the real circuit. So trying to go from wide open spaces like Silverstone or Thruxton into tight confines like Bathurst and Monaco was a real challenge for us, but one we really relished.
One thing that's really important with the design of a racetrack is not necessarily just all the 2D elements that make up the design. We kind of puzzle pieced it together, but then we had to work out the 3D. There's big elevation change in certain areas which you had to make up for halfway around the lap beforehand, so it's a really interesting challenge to kind of string it all together in 3D.
It's been a really exciting and interesting project for us, and it's something that we've spoken about for many years inside Driven, like what corners would we have, and what parts of circuits would we have if we create our own dream track. So it's been a great opportunity for us to actually get it out our system almost as a company, and we're really excited to unveil it and to see what people think.